Yikes.
Se hur det var samma timme.
Oh, perfect. You start speaking
Not
Icelandic
for me.
again.
Olsen was after me for me.
This episode is sponsored by what Olsen is choking on.
Yeah, Amino Vibe. Pink raspberry
Amino
flavor. Vegan, zero sugar and caffeine free.
It's to neutralize his big hormone increase that he's been getting.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
He loves it. Get your
Thank you for the
whatever
spons.
it's called today.
Yeah, thank you, Amino.
Check out the link in the description for the for a 0% discount.
Yeah. I'm literally crying. This is so bad. It was so expensive. I have to fit.
Episode 10 of season 2.
Yes.
Woo! Woo!
And you have a subject for us. Did they?
Do I? Okay, sure. Did I? The subject for today is then Icelandic Christmas traditions.
No!
Yikes.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Well, we're great at planning beforehand. Let's just plan while we record.
It's December.
Like,
It's called improvising.
you don't know because you weren't there and also you didn't listen.
Yes, that's true.
We were gonna do an episode where we read Reddit posts.
Oh.
And I have a few saved for that occasion, so I mean we can do that today if you want.
You can read
Do you?
them now. Sure.
Olsen,
Look
Olsen
at this donut.
looks.
Look at this donut. This is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
you have a great donut.
No.
Can I
and look
eat
at
your
this.
donut?
Nothing.
For
You have
people, listening that can't see this. Olsen has a donut just around his mouth.
Yes.
I
And
hate
he
it.
has a neck beard, but only on the sides.
I hate it. I hate my
For everyone
hormones.
wondering what we mean by a donut, he has a beard all around his mouth in the shape of a donut.
Yeah, but that's just how his beard grows. It's quite kind of funny. Doesn't matter how much he shaves it. If he takes a picture of himself, the donut will always show.
The magic
It
of
haunts
donuts.
him every day of his life.
Yeah, I was cursed by a witch.
A weech.
A witch.
So Martha, go find something. It's already 4th of December, so happy holidays, guys. And there's a storm outside. There's crazy storm outside here in Iceland, and I've been inside for 2 days. I'm not going out in this weather.
Okay, so yes, there's a storm now for Olsen. Whoop whoop.
Mm-hmm. Tomorrow also, it'll be a 4-day storm.
Staying true to the stormcast. I haven't read all of these, so I don't know if they will be entertaining or not. But I will read the ones I saved. I tried to find one that I read, because it was just one of the funniest things I've ever read in my life.
Okay.
But I couldn't find it, so that's kind of sad. So I will
Cheers
just.
to that.
Or did I find it? I don't know. Oh, yes. Yes, I did find it. So we will end on that one. But let's start.
Yeah.
Olsen is freaking out.
Yes, I am.
What's going on with you?
This drink is disgusting and I have to drink it. It costs 400 kronas. It says raspberry and I thought it was good. Or pink berry.
Okay.
Go on.
Sad. It's very
know.
sad. Okay. So most of these are Am I the Asshole posts. So we will have to answer if we think they are assholes or not. Okay?
Mhm. Sure.
This one is called Am I the Asshole for refusing to hug my little sister because my girlfriend doesn't want me to?
Was that it?
No, that was just the title. Okay. I'll start now.
Yes.
This might be a bit unusual. So, for some background, I, 34 male, have 2 siblings, a brother, 30 male, and a little sister, 23 female. For the purpose of this post, we'll call them Paul and Abby. When we were younger, our mom had this rule that every morning and before we went to bed, we would give each other a hug. I asked my mom about it when I got older, and she said her parents had a similar rule and she thought it made her and her siblings closer. Olsen is freaking out. He would be so scared if he had... Maybe Olsen would be a different person if this was his youth.
He has a phobia of close contact with other people.
Thanks to you, Diddy.
Thanks to me.
Let's go on. We dig deeper later.
Eventually, around the time I went to college, Paul and I stopped hugging every day because I found it pretty awkward. However, up until now, I would hug Abby whenever we were together anyways. Paul does the same. Currently, all of us live together. Last night, my girlfriend, 35 female, was staying over, and we were sitting on the couch. Abby said she was going to bed, so I gave her a hug. After my she went inside, I think the my is accidental. After she went inside, my girlfriend said that it was really weird and that I was babying Abby. She told me I shouldn't hug Abby anymore. This morning, when Abby tried to hug me, I told her she shouldn't anymore because she's grown up now and it's kind of weird. Abby just said, okay, and then left. She didn't really talk to me for the rest of the day. It's been pretty awkward because all of us are at home all the time since her school and our work is all online. Paul later came up to me and said I was being a dick. I told him it was my girlfriend who told me not to hug Abby, and he said that it was stupid, she was jealous of a kid and she was being creepy. I feel bad, but I don't want to make my girlfriend uncomfortable. Am I the asshole?
Yes. Next story.
What does Olsen think?
Why did he have to be
course.
so specific with everything? Why did he have to say male, female? We don't care. Gender equality. Why do you have to genderize?
I think he's being the asshole. Or I think also his girlfriend is being the asshole.
His girlfriend is being an asshole.
They're just being weird.
Yeah, and she's being weird. Like, why can't he hug his sister? And why would that be babying her? Why is hugging your sister babying your sister? It doesn't make any sense.
You tell me, guys. You have always been doing this. I remember.
Yes,
we don't do it like
morning.
this, but we do hug. But I also think it's kind of weird that he stopped hugging his brother, and I don't know.
Yeah,
that's kind of
because
weird.
he's a man. They're two guys.
But
I
why?
guess they were quite old, so they're like,
yeah.
But
still kind of weird that all of a sudden it was awkward. And he said that they stopped when he went to college, so they weren't that old then.
No, but that's the awkward period.
Yeah, I don't know. I think him and his girlfriend are assholes, and the people of Reddit agree because this has the stamp asshole.
Oh.
Yeah, let me just add to this. Hugging is nothing sexual, and it's not babying. It's just showing some affection to someone.
And I don't understand why his girlfriend was uncomfortable with that. Like,
no, it's like she must
that's
be
just
from
very
a family
weird.
where hugging
She's just jealous of their love.
Yeah, but why? That's kind of weird. Do you want him to love you like a sister? That's kind of weird.
Maybe she wants. Maybe it's turn for her. Maybe it's a kink.
Olsen, are you scared or jealous when I hug Marta? When I hug your sister?
I think I haven't seen you hug Marta, so I don't know how I would feel about it. No, I don't think so. I look away always.
Close your eyes.
No, close contact with other people. Oh, I can't look. Olsen was made for this 2 meter.
Yes.
Thing with
and people
I
don't
feel
understand
like he's striving.
It's my perfect. It's just perfect. And I can finally say to people, step away. Go away.
Step away.
Yes.
You in the line behind me, please keep a minimum distance of 2 meters.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I always measure it also. I'm like measuring like 2 meters, thank you.
He has a pole.
They better stay away.
Definitely an asshole.
Yeah, everyone in the comment is also like, why does your girlfriend think that's weird?
Exactly.
Is she sexualizing the hug, or is she just not affectionate at all and doesn't like people being affectionate, or...
But does him hug the girlfriend? That's the big issue. Do they hug?
I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't hug his girlfriend.
Maybe she's jealous.
Maybe they don't hug, and she's jealous because he's hugging someone else and doesn't want to hug her.
Yeah.
Classic Freudism.
Why do you never hug me?
Yeah. But then she should say that and not stop babying your sister. Exactly. It's kind of weird. I can't imagine asking Baldur to stop hugging his little sister.
No, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Kind of.
Anyways. Okay.
Next one.
Next one is, am I the asshole for telling my wife that if she doesn't want me in the delivery room, she can find someone else to drive her to the hospital?
Yo, this is...
Just without...
Yeah, like, from the title, it's definitely a yes.
Whoa.
Just from the title, yes.
Entitled man.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, so I'm not allowed in the delivery room? Well, then I'm not going to drive you. Huh.
Yeah, like I can understand wanting to be in the delivery room, but if she has some reason not to want you in there, you should still drive your wife to the hospital. Like, what? Anyways, let's read. I can add more information if people need or want it, but I'll try to include what I think is relevant. My wife is pregnant and has told me that she wants her sister in the delivery room. She is only allowed one person, so this means I'm out and won't be with her when she gives birth to our baby. It would be an understatement to say that I was disappointed, crushed, hurt, etc. When she told me this is what she was thinking. Oh, yeah. He has been disappointed, crushed, hurt, etc. Since or when she told him. That's what she was thinking. Okay, it was worded weirdly. Anyways, I had been excited about being there with her and experiencing that moment ever since she told me she was pregnant. Really, even since we started trying to get pregnant. I just always assumed she would want me there. Note the distinction there between me expecting to be there versus expecting her to want me there. I am pointing this out because what's worse than the disappointment in her rejecting me and basically telling me that she feels like someone else could give her better support while giving birth. That's really made me feel like a piece of shit and worthless husband and father. I tried not to take it to heart or personally, but I don't know how else to take that kind of rejection. It doesn't help that she's really given no reason for why she feels like her sister would do a better job of supporting her. I know that her sister has had kids herself, but when I asked my wife if that was part of it, she said not really. I then asked her if I had done something wrong or failed in some way, or if she was upset with me, and she said it wasn't anything I'd done and she wasn't trying to punish me. She just felt like it would be better to have her sister there. I've asked for clarification, and that's as specific as she gets. It doesn't seem like she has a real list of reasons why her sister was chosen. It's just a feeling. Either that, or she's lying to me and won't give me the real reason. I had hoped she'd change her mind, but she's now confirmed this is how it will be. All of the things I've written about led me to tell her that if she really feels that way, then I think it would be better if her sister or someone else drove her to the hospital, otherwise I'm just her taxi driver. Once she realized that I was serious, she lost it, and told me I was acting like a child and pouting. I can accept that it's her choice, but if she doesn't want my support in the delivery room, then why would she want it on the way to the hospital or at any other time? That's illogical, so there's no point in me doing that either. She decided to go stay with her family for a few days, and since she has, I am being constantly bombarded by both sides of the family and friends of ours, telling me to let this go and stop being an asshole. I know they are trying to help, but I don't think they understand the situation and just want it resolved so they can all feel better. Just looking to confirm if I am as bad as they think I am. Whew. That was a lot.
Okay, let me just go through this. That I'm guessing a guy is very, very analytical. He's looking for a reason for everything. He's like, oh, she must have a specific reason. She must have thought about this and gone through a list and gone like, no, my husband doesn't fulfill this criterion that I have for wanting him in the delivery room. Which is just, like, not all people work like that. Maybe he does, but definitely not all people work like that. This is mostly like this is probably like just an emotional thing with not really a good reason for it. It's more of like, no, I would feel much more comfortable having my sister there in the delivery room than having you. And then he goes on to say like, well, if she doesn't want my support there, then, well, she doesn't want my support at all, which is just a completely false assumption, like a completely ridiculous assumption.
Yeah, it seems like it's just like a feeling for her, like she feels like she'd be more comfortable with her sister there. And maybe there is some reason behind it, like we don't know what they are like.
We don't know, but just assuming that she has a specific reason, like logic, and
that she's punishing him, like that would that would be a very unhealthy relationship if she was punishing him.
I think this is kind of he has some way of thinking, which a lot of people have, very logical thinking, very like reasoned, and he's projecting like how he would do this, make this decision onto how she made this decision, and he can't figure out what, like, this doesn't make sense to me. Like, it doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, there must be something I did because she's not being logical. Yeah,
that's true. The top comment says that after reading some of his responses to other comments on the thread, he's not gonna give him a judgment, but he's just gonna restate what he already seems to understand. I think you're confusing cause and effect. You say you're ready to give up on your marriage because your wife doesn't want you in the delivery room. It seems to me that she didn't want you in the delivery room because your relationship has deteriorated to the point that this is enough to make you give up on your marriage. Because you're a spouse who uses a ride to the hospital as a bargaining chip. The problems in your relationship, whatever caused them, started long before this particular situation arose. And then some people were asking if he was depressed because that could cause the way he's thinking. And also he did an edit. I'm not gonna read the full edit because it's pretty long. But the gist of the edit is that he appreciates all the comments, even though some of them were pretty harsh, and he talked to his wife about the state of things in their relationship and asked her if she was gonna come home anytime soon. Like he said in the post, she went to stay with family. And she said she didn't have any plans to come back anytime soon, since someone in her family will be the one driving her to the hospital anyways. And he said he doesn't know how things will be after the baby is born, but he suspects that they're gonna get a divorce. That's pretty much the gist of the...
Let's get Olsen's hot take on
it.
Well, guys, this is a classic Glee scenario, season 1, episode 16, when she was faking being pregnant and her sister was always with her, showing like, you are, they're faking
so
it.
You think this is exactly what happened in Glee, So she has bought a baby from a kid in high school.
And faking being pregnant.
Yeah, I think you're right.
When you were reading it,
yes.
It was just like the plot of season 1 of Glee, and I was like, I had to click myself, and I was like, oh my god.
There we have it. Olsen cracked it.
Olsen
now we all know the reason.
She's not pregnant at all. She's faking it. And everybody's in on it except him because she wants his juicy money.
No, but it's like it seems very manipulative to actually like say, well, then I won't be driving you.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like their relationship was in a great place.
No,
if it got to this point that quickly.
No, just like Will Schuester and his wife in season 1. Yeah. It was not good.
True.
Well, Will Schuester with anyone, to be honest.
Yikes.
Our hot take on Glee.
I haven't watched Glee, so I know nothing. I know who Will Schuester is.
And
his wife.
His
wife wanted him to stay in the marriage, so she pretended to be pregnant. Spoilers for Glee.
Yeah.
And she found out that one of the kids in Glee Club was having a baby, so she contacted her and
she had a fake belly.
Bought the baby in quotation marks, and she had like a fake belly and. Yeah.
Fake sonar.
I feel like I've seen a few episodes and his wife is super manipulative.
Yeah, she is. She's like very manipulative. And their relationship is just very bad.
In the story as well.
Yeah. Okay, so before the next one, let's have a little Snæfriður segment.
Okay.
I know she's excited. Oh,
okay, she's gonna be with us live today because it's December.
Oh, she's gonna be live. Damn. Nice. Okay. Okay, call her up.
Yeah, she is coming. She's gonna join us in the chat. She says she is here now, I guess. Snæfriður, are you here? Snæfriður, are you here?
Snæfriður. Hello.
Hello, Kraken. This is me, Snæfriður. How are you guys doing? Hi.
We're doing very nice. We're doing very well.
Wow.
Very good.
It's so weird talking to you.
It's great to have you live. So different.
Yeah, it's so weird being live with you guys, and I'm like, oh la 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 la.
And you look great. I love your hat.
Oh, thank you. My hat is so big and round and bushy.
Yeah.
Have you gotten a haircut recently? Because it looks great.
Oh yes, I waited for 6 months to get a haircut because everything is closed here in Iceland. I know, and I was like waiting TikTok, and I was like,
I thought maybe you had a celebrity hairstylist. That's why you had to wait.
Oh yes, it's also celebrity, of course, as you know. Achum Dachla.
Snæfriður, that's not a name.
Oh yes, it's name Olsen. It's a real name. Achum Lachla is an Italian haircut designer, and he designed my hair like this.
Olsen is just jealous because he wants to go to that hairstylist.
True.
Oh guys, this is so weird seeing you here, and I'm like, oh my god, I see Diddy finally, and oh my god, this big bushy beard. He needs to trim it.
No. I'm gonna grow it out.
So are you bushy there and bushy down there?
Oh, Snæfriður!
Snæfriður, stop it, dear God.
Oh, I cannot help it. It's been a while.
Oh my god, this is too much.
Olsen is just right there, Snæfriður.
No, he's... Oh, yeah, Olsen. Hello.
Snæfriður, nay.
Olsen, you know what you did last summer.
I did not do anything with you, Snæfriður. That's nasty. You're my relative.
Relative, my ass. Is this blood?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. So, yeah, Snæfriður. So, how is the weather in Reykjavik?
The weather is windy and snowy. The weather is getting Christmassy. And I feel like... history.
Dear God, okay.
Have you put up any Christmas decorations, Snæfriður?
I did it in October because, you know, it's so dark outside in Iceland and I felt so down and I was like, I need some light in my life. And Finn, my husband, was like, yes, Snæfriður, we shall put something up. And I was like, oh, thank you, Finn. And Finn was like, yes, I love you. And I was like, oh my God, Finn loves me.
I think we all
So what's
deserve Christmas lights early this year.
Yes, you were very late,
What's
Marta.
I
What's
was
your
late.
favorite Christmas decoration, Snæfriður?
My favorite Christmas decoration is, you know, that little, like the Jewish candle that we have here in Iceland. Every window has like the Jewish thingy, and I feel so festive with my heritage. You know, I'm 1/16 of a Jew, and I'm like, hello, I'm proud, and I'm out. Ah!
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Mm.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful. Yes, racist, maybe. I don't know.
I'm not racist.
Maybe.
Yeah.
She's proud and she's out. That's all that matters.
Yes, did you know what you're saying? I'm proud and out, and I'm super loud.
That's true.
Are you drinking, Snæfriður?
No, I'm not drinking. I'm just drinking coffee, and coffee makes me energetic.
When do you usually put up your Christmas tree and your Christmas tree decorations?
Oh, yeah, that's a very good question. It's soon, I guess, because we don't have anything else to do. We don't have work. We just stay inside, stay safe, stay inside, and don't touch you. And I haven't touched myself on my man for like 2 months now, and I feel super desperate and horny. That's why I'm maybe so dirty mouth-minded.
Snæfriður.
You can have sex, Snæfriður.
I cannot do that. It's not the law. You.
Snæfriður, you can be close to your husband. It's no problem. You guys live together.
Yes, of course, we wear protection. We wear, like, you know, plastic bags over our body, and we're, like, rubbing each other with the plastic and put some lotion, and it's, like, more like...
That does sound kind of kinky.
It
Sounds
is.
very kinky.
It is very kinky.
Snæfriður.
Just the way you like it, maybe.
Yeah, I like it wet, plasticky, and dirty, and black trash bags everywhere.
Ooh, black trash.
Oh my.
Going all in.
But Marta, I saw on your, you know, Insta story you are doing your Christmas lights now. Why did you do it now? No, not earlier.
Well, we just haven't had the time.
Aha, you don't have time. What have you been up to lately,
Well, I have not been doing anything. I've just been homesick, but Baldur has been working and studying and doing stuff, but
busy.
Yeah. So it's nicer to put it up when it's bright outside, and he's always home when it's dark. But we bought some Christmas lights on the Black Friday or on the Cyber Monday sales.
Oh,
So-
nice.
Yeah, wow.
We put them up now.
Oh, that's so awesome. Okay, then I understand. And I realized, of course, Baldur is a celebrity now, and Xiao, you know, your little dog. I saw
They're
pictures
very
everywhere on the
famous.
interweb, and I was like, oh my god, they are more famous than us. And I was like, how is that possible? He did
Yeah.
something like a machine to see your butt or something. Ew.
Snæfriður,
Very
stop.
close, very close. They're developing a test to see if you have prostate cancer. But yeah,
Oh, yeah. He can
machine to
examine
see
my
your butt,
butt every
almost the
day.
same thing.
Mm.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
Snæfriður, stop it.
Snæfriður, I think females or women don't actually need to do that test, but you know, you can do it anyway if you really want to.
Yo, I like something in my butt, you know, long and hard and like bendy, and you have things there, and I'm like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Wow.
Snæfriður, please stop. Please stop. Oh. This is
Yeah.
getting hot and
Time
heavy.
here.
Yeah, I think we should get back to the Reddit posts.
Okay, guys, I'm leaving now.
Oh, Snæfriður, go away.
I'm gonna go
It
off,
was
and I'm
great
gonna go.
having you, Snæfriður.
Goodbye, Martin. Goodbye.
Olsen,
Teddy.
hang up on her. Hang
Yes,
up.
yes.
Bye.
Don't hang up on me, Olsen. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Bye, Snæfriður, bye.
Bye.
Oh,
That was great.
That was something else.
let's continue.
Snæfriður is very intense sometimes.
Yeah.
Very horny, apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently. Might be because she's been home with her husband, and they haven't been able to properly do the deed.
Do the deed, the devil's
Yeah, and
tango.
I mean, we know they're
Devil's
into
tango.
like
Kinky stuff.
group
yeah.
sex and stuff like that, so maybe they're missing their friends.
True. Let's continue then.
Yes. The next, am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for pretending to get fired when customers get a temper with me?
Hmm.
What are your predictions?
The Depends on scenario.
So, say that again. Pretending to get fired?
Yes, when customers get a temper with me.
No. That's perfect. Go on with the story.
All right.
Didn't I see you get fired last
Yeah.
month?
I got rehired again, guys.
That was my twin.
Yeah.
That was one of my quintuplets, I think.
That would be great. Anyways, I'm a high schooler with a weekend job at a coffee shop. My coworkers who work weekends are James, the owner's son. He goes to my school. He's a shift manager, but it's not a real formal thing. He's a friendly guy. Danielle, a college student who sometimes works weekends too. So sometimes customers will come in and just be angry about such little stuff, like literally blow up about nothing. I don't know if they're in a bad mood already or looking for someone to take it out on or what, but it's a lot. Like how sad do you have to be a grown-ass man taking your anger out on a high school kid and college kids?
True.
So James and I were joking about having a little fun with them and hopefully getting them off our backs. So one day I was at work and some guy was having a temper about how we didn't make the coffee hot enough, which I couldn't do a thing about because I gave it to him right out of the machine. So James came in and was like, "Sir, is there a problem here?" And the guy started ranting at him too, so he was like, "OP, this is unacceptable. You're fired." I started acting real sad, like, "No, please don't fire me. My family needs the money. I need this job, please." And he played up being a hard ass, telling me to take off my apron and leave. The angry guy started to backtrack like, "It isn't that big of a problem. You don't need to fire her over it. I didn't mean it." And James was like, "No, we pride ourselves on the best customer service." Of course, after all that drama, I still had my job. We were just acting, and we've done it a couple times. Whenever a customer will lose their temper at Danielle or I, James will storm in and fire us. And almost every time, the person who had come in angry will apologize and say that they didn't mean it. It's kind of satisfying making people realize their actions might actually have consequences. Anyway, I was telling my friends from school about this, and a few of them thought it was a mean prank to let someone go away thinking they'd gotten someone who desperately needs money fired. Am I the asshole for this joke?
No.
No.
Yes.
Hot take, did it tell us why?
Hot take, because the coffee wasn't hot enough.
No.
Yes, do your job properly.
Wait. What were they working again? What was the workplace?
Coffee shop.
It was coffee shop. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a coffee shop. Like this can affect the mood of the person who thinks they got you fired for like multiple days. They can be like shocked because
I mean, I think it's not very nice, but I don't think they're assholes.
Yeah, but usually person who do these things are the person who do it everywhere. They go to this company and then they go to the next one just to show them their action has consequences.
Yeah. I like one of the comments. They were saying that they would that they said, first of all, you're not the assholes. Some customers are fucking dicks.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
And then this person said that they would approach it with killing with kindness, and they would be sarcastically polite, like, "Oh, okay, sir, I can microwave your coffee for you. Would you like 2 minutes or 5?
Oh, yeah?
And she said it's fun, usually pisses them off more, but they can't do anything since you're not saying anything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to kind of diffuse the situation.
But that's very difficult with these people.
It's very difficult, but
yeah,
like
I think
this
some
is a kind of an explosion rather than a diffusal.
Yeah,
like a fake explosion to kind of get people moving on. Instead of actually diffusing it.
Yeah,
I don't think that's the way forward. So even though certain peoples are assholes, it doesn't justify you also being an asshole to them.
No,
but
okay. I think I think once you work, like there are some people that of course have real complaints, and of course you try to fix the situation if like the complaint is proper.
Yeah.
Exactly. But there are some people that are just doing it to be mean because they need to get their anger out. And when you worked in a place like with customer service for a while, you have like you can differentiate between these people. You can tell when people are just dicks and who are actually complaining.
True.
This is the thing. I've never worked in a as a service person interacting with people.
Yeah, I've had people like screaming at me for nothing, like really screaming my head off and like saying that they will go somewhere else and whatever, and I'm like, okay, but like one time when I was at the hotel, a guest had called me, and I was the only one that had been on with the phone for a few days. So this person had called me like a few days before and reserved a room, but they weren't sure like if they were coming, but they reserved a room. It was in the winter, and they reserved a triple room without a bathroom, which is like a really cheap room.
Yep.
And they had reserved that, and they said they were gonna call like the next day and complete the reservation. But the reservation was like 2 days later or something, and I didn't really think about it the next day. So then on the day they arrived, they had this room still reserved. They hadn't called to say if they were gonna have it or not. And they had also booked through the internet a different room.
Oh dear.
They had booked a deluxe room, which is the most expensive room. So to me it looked like I wasn't sure if they wanted both of the rooms or if they just wanted one of them or what was going on. And I remember talking to this person on the phone, and they had arrived like right when I showed up to my shift. So I hadn't seen like in the computer that they had 2 rooms, but I noticed when I was checking them in. So I asked them, like, oh, I see you have 2 rooms, like one room that you booked online and one that you reserved on the phone with me. Did you want both of them, or do you just want one of them, or what's the situation? And I had talked with a woman on the phone, but the guy, when I asked this, he blew off. He like screamed at the top of his lungs and was like saying that I was lying about them and that I was questioning their honor and whatever, and that I was just being super rude, and that I was just being super rude and mean and lying about them and lying about his wife. And I was like, I'm not lying, like I'm just asking, like, I'm not gonna charge you for both of the rooms because we didn't need them anyways, but I just want to know which rooms you want so that I know what key to give you. And he was like, no, you're just calling me and my wife a liar, and we'd never called to reserve this room. And I was like, I have your wife's name here and her phone number and everything, and I talked to her on the phone. I don't care if you don't want this room, just tell me which room you want. And he was like so angry, he was like screaming for so long. I think he screamed at the top of his lungs for 15 minutes. And he went to the window and was like staring outside, and I was like, just tell me which room you want. And he was like, no, you're just saying that we're liars and this is the worst company ever, why would we ever do this, and something. And I was like, I don't know, I don't care, just tell me which room you want. And he was like, okay, I'll just pay. And I was like, no, I've said throughout this whole time you don't have to pay for both of them, I just need to know which one you want. And he was like, oh, this is such bullshit. And he was just so angry. So, sometimes people are just angry.
Oh, yeah, this is classic. This happens so many times, especially at a hotel.
Yeah.
That's why I only work with computers.
Yeah, because they never lie.
So, like with this
they
person,
hardly ever lie.
like with these people, I usually just try to remain calm, and I'm just like, yeah.
Calm and submissive.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm calm.
No, not submissive. I stand on my shit. But some people are just angry and they just take it out on you because you're there.
Some people have issues, especially the people in the customer service industry. Ooh, I got a question. We need to jump to this.
Yes.
I got a question from a fan.
Last section of the episode.
Yes.
No, I had.
Question.
Yeah, that's next episode, Marta. Cliffhanger.
Oh, but I had the best ones left. I saved them for last.
That's perfect, because now they want more next episode. So this question is about Christmas. I have to ask because they want to answer now. This person asked, "Hey cutie, what song is the typical Icelandic Jóla song? Like the most famous and most singing?" So
yeah.
Laka svo til.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one or Snjókantfalla. They're both.
I also put one little Christmas song.
I have a list of Christmas songs.
Yes.
But yeah, Laka svo til, that's the
Svala.
most classic one.
I can tell you, yeah, Svala Björgvinsdóttir and her father Björgvin Halldórsdóttir. They're the dynamic duo that's made a lot of classic Christmas songs. Yes. Most of them Italian ballads, of course.
I love that.
We like to take Italian ballads and make them into Christmas songs.
Yeah, of course the song Fyrir Jól.
Fyrir Jól, what's that?
Fyrir Jól, Fyrir Jól, da 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 da.
And the Santa in the chimney. Santa in the chimney.
Which the Fyrir Jól, just so you know, is an Italian song called Voulez-vous danser, which is amazing in Italian as well.
Sing it for
I think
us.
it's Italian. Maybe it's French.
Yeah, it's French. It's French.
Voulez-vous danser.
Yeah.
I don't know the text. I'm not.
They're usually Italian, but some of them are Spanish or French.
Yeah. Of course, the classic Nay Nay.
Yeah.
Nay, nay.
No, not during Christmas. Which sounds worse than it actually is. The text has nothing to do with anything.
Like this is something for Snæfriður.
Oh. Jólin er að koma, of course. An Icelandic original song, I think.
What?
Jólin er að koma.
And also the Birgitta Haugstad song.
Jólin er að koma, að fanga dagur classic Christmas rock song.
Old Christmas. Jólahjól, of course.
Yes, Jólahjól. We were singing it on Among Us the other day.
Yeah, where you were not.
Skylda vera jólahjól. Skylda vera jólahjól.
Okay, I sent that person a lot of songs.
Skylda vera jólahjól.
Yeah, this was a good episode, I would say. What do you think, Marta?
It was beautiful.
5 out of 7.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, Marta,
Perfect.
see, if I put light on me, then I just have mustache.
No, you have donut.
I have more mustache than a donut. Like,
now you have like handlebars or whatever it's called. Like when you have like the...
It isn't handlebars where you just got a bit extra fat around the...
No, that's love handles.
Oh,
that's love handles.
Did you were again gonna hurt me with like fat shaming me. I'm working my way through.
Your body is beautiful, Olsen.
Did give me a lot of issues when we lived together, so
Your body is a temple, Olsen. Very big and beautiful.
Oh no!
No comment.
Oh no, sorry, Austin.
Christmas is ruined.
It was low hanging fruit.
What?
Oh.
That joke.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought you were saying Olsen had low hanging fruit.
I was like, why are you
I
telling
was
me
like,
this?
Very saggy, very low hanging.
Okay, I think we just.
Thanks for listening to the podcast.
Everyone, give Olsen nice comments about his body. He's very insecure.
And let us know, Patricia,
and
if you want
it's
Snæfriður
always
to be
mean
more
to
live
him.
with us. She didn't
Catch you next time.
Bye.